Hello, Cadre. It is it's Saturday morning. Ay, ay, ay. I even go to work and I'm getting confused. It's a 4-day weekend, so I had to figure out which is awesome. So my conversation today is going to be a bit of a follow-up on yesterday's shade discussion. So you might want to go watch that. And not picking on anybody taking things too seriously, but it got me thinking, because I talked about the coffee I was drinking at work and how I thought about like all the steps it took to get to me grinding up the beans to only spend 25 seconds in touch of the water for my cup of coffee. And we all razz each other on the Cadre, and I hope that's all that it was, but somebody won't call you out, Gear or Dave. Mentioned that I sound like I was thinking of the little people. So that's a bummer if that's how it actually came across. If you're just bugging me, that's fine. But I thought it was worth another video. My channel, my rules. Using Saliski soaps, citrus, good smelling stuff. Good company. Very shortly, very briefly. I tried some of their soaps. They were very underwhelming scent-wise, but I had gotten samples, and I'd gotten them from a third-party vendor. So I reached out to him. He said, hey, shouldn't be like that. They probably sat around too long. Give me your address. So he shot me some new samples. So mad respect for that company. Don't get enough airtime, but I like this scent. Nice and sunny day, already getting warm. Also using the Occam Orin razor, messing around with SE blades again, Artist Club. This is a Kai Pink, so it's a guarded blade. Again, just because I've got some packs of blades that I want to find other stuff that works for me, so I can use these blades up that I've got. So first run with this. So anyway, it was not necessarily thinking about quote the little people, but more of like the moment and all. It makes me appreciate, actually, which makes it a better experience. It's a good blade. All the work that has gone into that moment in time and what you're experiencing versus, I like to thank all the minions, but actually more appreciating what you have than anything else. See, I zapped my neck there yesterday, so I didn't want to use a straight and open it back up, and I just ran right over it, not thinking about it. But I think so far so good. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up, like it's more of a appreciation of all the time and effort and energy, and feeling gratitude that you get to be the recipient of that. But I also sometimes do it, then you can't live your life with, ultra analyzing every little thing along the way. But when I was in the shower thinking about what I might say and stuff like that, I thought about two things. One, about technology. I like to think about that, about how we take a lot of that stuff for granted. So it was 2 weeks ago, I think I was leaving work, and there was, what was it? I think it was actually a video. One of the wineries in Napa had gone Facebook Live or something. Oh, no. It was Blue Note, New York. Has been doing some live videos from musicians' homes, broadcasting them Facebook Live. So one of them came on. I was on my way kind of out my office door. So I put it on my phone with my earpiece in. And through the course of this was just kind of not only enjoying the music, but was like, what's happening technologically is amazing at the moment, because I was streaming through Wi-Fi from wherever in the United States, some person's room who's playing live, that is going on the internet, being broadcast on a Wi-Fi signal to my phone that I could watch while I was walking down the hall at work. which the sound from was being broadcast by another Bluetooth signal to my earbuds. That when I left the building, that feed switched over to streaming by the cell signal, which was obviously being broadcast from some tower somewhere. And then when I got into my car, and things powered up, the sound switched automatically from Bluetooth to an earpiece to Bluetooth to the car, and was being broadcast through the speakers. And then, as you probably heard more than once, I do have a Tesla, and so I put it on autopilot going down the road, and it just hit me. I was just like, look at everything that just happened. I'm sitting in a car that's driving itself, powered by electricity, listening to somebody playing live in some state, I don't know where, being broadcast probably to a satellite, out through a cell tower to my phone so I can watch this, and then being rebroadcast through Bluetooth. Anyway, it's just kind of, again, you can't, and I don't live my life thinking about all those little details, but every now and again it just kind of hits about, this is really amazing, the fact that this moment is truly happening right now. One, is technologically possible, and two, I'm grateful that I get to be participating in it. But the other thought I have, so that was one thought, one shower thought. The other one was the whole butterfly thing, right? They have that whole butterfly, is it the Coriolis effect, or is that weather? Anyway, butterfly effect, where a butterfly flaps its wings at just the right time on one side of the earth, and at some point in the future there's a storm on the other side just because of the change it makes. And I believe I've read that actually would never happen, that the forces involved, the flapping of a butterfly actually could not affect that. Anyway, so I was thinking about my shave today with this crazy razor that even probably 2 months ago I never would have thought I'd shave with. And the whole journey to wet shaving. So just the fact that I've got this razor is probably because I'm on the shaving cadre, and somebody did a pass around with included this crazy thing, and I'm like, hey, that was Monkey. Monkey did the pass around. Monkey, you got to come back, man. I don't know. I think he's very busy with some personal stuff, so I hope everything is all right with him. We miss you, brother. That's all I want to say. Anyway. And you never know what would happen. Maybe I'd end up with one of these at some point anyway, or would have bought it, or you don't know the path. But, so in terms of the path I took to get this, it had to do with being on the shaving cadre, which through many, many steps is because I started traditional shaving in the first place, which is directly related to a post that I saw on a wine forum, actually, about wet shaving, just like the shaving cadre has a forum about, or a thread about wine. The wine forum had a thread about wet shaving. And I wouldn't be into wine as I am without meeting my wife. She got me kind of interested in wine. So, and you could keep going back forever and ever. But again, you don't know what would have, could have, and all that stuff, but you just know the path that did happen. So, even going back just that far, I can link this to meeting my wife. So I don't know, is it fair to say that all the acquisition disorders and all that she can't complain about? Problem fly. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. No, I hope you had your coffee. It's still a lot for a Saturday morning, but just whether it be that's kind of my thought process sometimes, of like, in this moment, either what were the steps that ended up here, or what all had to come together for this to happen, or all the effort and energy put into whatever it is that you may be enjoying in that one specific moment. That Kai blade was good, Kai Pink, and that certainly was a good match for this razor. think I've used one once at some point, probably in the RX, but I'm not sure. I might have to mess around with it. I'm back. Had a big old sneeze sneak up on me. Oh, let me show you this. Again, talk about the steps of everything. I'm using my new Sorrentino brush. I haven't been able to think of a name for it. I'm thinking something to do with blonde. I don't like the term blonde bombshell. And shoot, before the shave, I actually had the name in my head. Blonde. And I can't think of it now. I've shown it before, but if you don't watch all my videos, I just squeezed it out. So this thing is gorgeous, though. And it's one of those where, again, the grain probably does not show up on video. Wow, what the heck was it? I have to keep thinking about it. Anywho, that was, oh man. I think your allergies must have just hit all of a sudden right now. Which, I've been pretty lucky with this year, and thankfully, probably because I'm not going out and doing anything, but I just can't imagine if you were walking around sneezing up a storm and stuff, given the environment we're in, people would be like, stay the heck away from me. Though, sneezing really is not one of the big, well, who knows? You can have anything now and it can be COVID, but it's more the congestion you would have to worry about. Anyway, so we just did Thayer's Lemon. I keep thinking I need to get a new bottle, but we still got a little less than half, so that'll last quite a while. I don't know what else we're going to use. Definitely going to use the Nivea 2-in-1. I hope Dave, I sent a bottle of this to Barber Dave. I hope he gets as much enjoyment out of this as I do. And I don't know, maybe it's not, I enjoy using it. He's going to use it and goes, what's the big deal? You're just like burning your face up. Or I think, I don't know, I think to me it like seals everything, both the Thayer's and the Nivea 2-in-1. It just kind of tightens everything up so you get a nice smooth finish. So that's that. I'm gonna have to decide on a scent. I don't have a lot of citrus. Ooh, I know what we're gonna do. These are I'm down to these Tom Fords. I'm gonna have to put my Googles on here to tell you what I'm using. Oh, got some water on there. All right, we'll do the random pick. Because these are last because they're a little bit light and maybe a little feminine. So this is Champagne Absolute. Probably can't read that. Let's see. Not bad, but now that I got a citrus on me. I like these samples though. They are a decent amount for sure. Nice. What do you call it? Atomizers on the top. I wonder where you got that. I've never seen them this size. And having so many. Dave, where'd you get those? How you get that stuff? Because those are cool. I mean, I don't know if you can buy just like a sampler set. I've never seen that. And I was thinking, these would be a great travel size and stuff, but you probably wouldn't want to just buy these instead of the big ones. Because I'm sure like price per ounce or something has got to be like quadruple or something in this size if you could actually buy them. But said I've never seen them for sale like that. Anyway, there we go. Said what I want to say. I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I'll see you on the forums.